Hello everyone, and welcome to the second episode of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play. My name is Naragath, and in the last episode we went ahead and built this little starter house. And nothing too crazy, just a little simple starter house. And in this episode I'm planning on doing a little bit of terraforming in this area, just to give myself a little bit more room to walk. So I can, so I don't feel like I'm about to fall off every time I go around the house, as well as get a little bridge between where my mine is to here, because having to go over here and jump through the waterfall is, it's kind of slow. And in this area, I'm planning on putting in like a mass storage for like cobble, diorite, granite, andesite, gravel, and dirt, so I'm not taking up the limited amount of storage space that I do have in there. And the first thing though, before I do all that other stuff, is I'm going to go ahead and dig this area out right here, and I'm going to put a little enchanting area in. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done right about now. So as you can see, I went ahead, dug out a little area here, dug it down a little bit. I'm probably going to bring it down actually more than it is currently. It'll make sense here in a little bit. But first things first, I'm going to go ahead, get some glass in here. Basically the effect I'm going to go for is that the chin table is suspended again across over a hole that you can look down into, and I'm leaving that area open because I'm gonna go ahead and put torches down and then put bookcases right over it, more for the lighting than anything else. Suppose I should do this side. Hopefully I get such it soon. So right now I only have 10 bookcases, but with those cows that I have, that'll change. Alright, so I got all that. So next up I need to go make the enchanting table real quick. And of course I forgot to bring, I was gonna make a diamond pick to bring down there, just to get it. And I need 2 more levels. Okay, well, that's not bad. Hey, Sleeping Edge 1's not too bad. And yeah, efficiency 3 on the shovel too. Oh, a lot of efficiency. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go around, I'm going to get a couple more levels, and I'll be right back with you guys. And welcome back everyone. So I went ahead and spent the night and just kind of fought random mobs. It's enough for I can enchant one thing, so I'm going to go ahead and enchant a pick. And over time I'll create more items for me to enchant. And yeah, so that was pretty good. And nothing too crazy. It's just plenty of zombies. So one thing I did notice is I didn't find any Endermen, which I thought was kind of odd. But it is what it is. So let's go get this enchanted. And of course it'll only be efficiency 3. So I can't see what I get in the book. Lure 1. Yeah. Not so great. Okay, I'm breaking 2 on that. Not too bad there. Ooh, fortunate, but on an axe. Yeah. Very nice. Alright. So the next thing I'm going to want to do is, I think I'm going to want to make the bridge real quick. And in order to do that, I'm going to push this out by 1 kind of extend this by 1 block just so it's even. And then I'm going to widen this opening, and then, yeah, build a bridge. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do most of that in a third-person time-lapse. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything ready to go, and we'll get cracking on that. Alright, and welcome back, everyone. So, as you can see, I got the bridge put in. I think it turned out pretty good. There's some more details that I want to put in, like stairs underneath the bottom edge there. But, yeah, I went ahead, extended it all the way out to here, then extended my drop from my mine shaft just a little bit. Doesn't actually do anything, but if anything, it looks good symmetry-wise. So, yeah, I think the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and start putting some of these stairs in. Like so. I think that's just going to give it a better overall shape. And for that one, so they stop bobbing up and down. Go ahead and do that. Just kind of extend it out. Let's go take a look at how that looks. Yeah. That might be a little too far. Just looks a little too thick right at the edge there. At least to me. Let's go ahead and just check out that last one. Yeah, that looks better to me. Let's go ahead and do the same to the other side. Okay. That in there. There we go. So, not too bad. So, yeah, I like it so far. So, the next thing I'm going to want to work on after I sleep is I'm going to want to work on a mass storage for like cobble, andesite, diorite, and all that kind of stuff. Just so I'm not taking up so much storage space here, and as you see, I kind of have a little bit of bulk storage already started for the cobble. Anyway, let's go get started on this thing. Oop. Hello. So what I'm going to do, essentially I'm going to have 5 chests that are 4 wide. So what I mean by that is, let's get it up there. And that'll allow me, I can still reach the top one, and I don't have to worry about being too tall where I can't open it up or being underneath solid blocks. Let's go get the rest of these in. And the reason why I'm doing 4 is that it just fits in this area pretty nicely. I'm going to have to do some digging out, but not a big deal. this section. And that's essentially what one section is going to look like. You know, I might go through and add some decorations to the roof later, and maybe underneath, but for right now I think this will work just fine. And then I'll probably put item frames either to the right or the left of them to signify, you know, what's supposed to go in which section. And I think that'll work out pretty good. So, let's get this area dug out a little bit. And then behind the chest, I'm going to go ahead and put torches just so it lights up the rest of the area a little bit better. Yeah, having mobs spawn in here would be kind of bad. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same on the other side, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, and welcome back everyone. So, I went ahead and put a little more detail in. Might have forgot to hit record when I was doing it. But yeah, I went ahead and put in some of the cross beams here, just to look like it's trying to support this up and whatnot. And kind of shape the entrance a little bit and put some dirt up, you know, to make it look a little more presentable, I guess. Yeah, and remove some of the sand that was over here. It was looking odd to me. So, yeah, hopefully that turns out pretty well. Or at least, I hope you guys enjoy it. You know, let me know your thoughts on it. You know, what can I do differently, mainly for the ceiling here. Underneath the chest here, I might switch that out to spruce, I think. I think that'll look good. But the roof, I'm not entirely sure what to do with it. So if you guys have any suggestions, you know, feel free to let me know. Either in the comments or on Twitter. Yeah, either way, it's going to be good to get a hold of me and let me know what you think. So, yeah. So looking at how much time I have left, I think there's time for me to do one more project. So I'm going to go ahead and get things put together for that, and I'll be right back. Alright, and welcome back everyone. So I was going through and just getting this area ready. I'm going to put a farm here. And I noticed we have an escapee. I had 3 cows in here. Apparently cows have learned how to use ladders. Oh well. I'll eventually move them to a better location anyway. It was just for right now, so they're a little bit closer to home. Make it a little bit easier for me to deal with them. So, it's good. I'm just going to make this into, it's going to be a pretty simple farm. Yeah, it's nothing too crazy. So that won't be too hard to deal with. Yeah, that's not far enough. Yeah, I went ahead and prototyped this out in creative, so I'm kind of remembering what my measurements were. So if I kind of seem a little distracted, I'm just counting out. But yeah. It's one of those I'm going to want to be able to breed up those cows, and in order to do that, well, you need wheat, so yeah. I figured this will be a good thing to make real quick. And one thing I did forget to make were some trapdoors, but that's easy enough for it to make after. So that won't be too bad. Bring that out. Alright. I'm just gonna want this to go to about the middle. 6, 2, 6. Better imagine that. Yeah, that'll work. This is just gonna be a little separation where I'm gonna put in like a little pumpkin patch, since I did find some pumpkins over near the village. Don't need those. And I figured that would be a good thing to grow as well. Nothing else I can use them for, like jack-o'-lanterns or something like that. Alright. Finish getting this at least outlined real quick. And with the way I'm gonna do the pumpkins, I know I don't need to keep them hydrated, but I'm going to anyway. Just to keep with the theme of the farm itself. I think it'll look good. All right. So now that we got that all set up, let's go ahead and put in the water. And the way I set this up, you know, having only 2 water sources for all that I'm growing, that's not a bad deal. Not that it's hard to come by for water, but yeah. So let's go ahead and get that all tilled up. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is make some trapdoors. Don't think that's going to be quite enough, but whatever I don't get to, I'll finish off camera. Put these in here. Oops. But I think this is gonna look pretty cool, provided I don't keep putting it in the wrong spot. Seemed to be a little bit more finicky than I had anticipated. There we go. Alright. And the whole reason for doing that is so I can walk over the water and not damage the crops when I come back down. I can use slabs, but I thought trapdoors looked pretty cool. Alright, let's go get these last trapdoors in. Like I said, for the last ones, I'll go ahead and do those off camera. It's only a couple, so it's no big deal. So next up is just simply fencing this in. Just a few more. Okay, so that's that. And I think that's also where I'm going to be ending today's episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you aren't already. Maybe consider ringing that bell so you know when I upload the next video. And I will see you guys in the next episode.